Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel and the HX Stomp. It's Friday. You know what that means? It's Freeset Friday. Not that it hasn't been Freeset Friday all week practically. It's been Christmas, so why not give away a bunch of fun presets? Today, Meteorology, using the angle meteor. And we're using it, and by we, I mean me, for a range of gain levels. Mild, medium, heavy. Not super heavy, not, you know, genty metal. I don't play that kind of stuff, so I don't, for the most part, don't make presets for it. It just doesn't interest me. But a good mild rock, medium, and heavy rock sound, that is, you know, you got my attention. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, so it uses a stock cab, same one that I use for everything, pretty much. And I find that that is a good way to have consistency of tone across a range of presets. And because different cabs, if you go from from one 412 to another 412, there's going to be mid-range characteristics that are going to make it really difficult to set your volume levels. Volume levels. It's going to be really difficult to say the word volume levels. No. And even if you get your volume levels set, it's going to sound kind of different on stage. So I suggest figuring out which cab you like the most and sticking with it. Using different amp models with it, but, you know, doing something like that, especially if you're playing out and playing, you know, using the HX Stomp in a live situation. But, you know, I would suggest get the Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170, run it into a real guitar cab, then you're really cooking. Oh, damn. Anyway, shall we? Alrighty, everybody, let's go to the first part of this sucker. It's got some gate. There's always a gate on. And I've always set the input Z to that. Now, this one's got a compressor in front of it. And the main reason for the compressor this time around, aside from that I had an extra block free, was I wanted to control some gain levels. So you'll see on the first snapshot, there's relatively low gain. Gets a little higher on the second. By the third, it's even higher. So I'm using it as a bit of a gain boost as well. Not so much volume, but just, you know, gain. And then the other settings stay the same. Very minimal amount and mix. Emphasis and mix. I'm using a Scream 808 in front of it, but no gain on it. And no, you know, not a lot of tone, and the level doesn't change. That stays the same. I find that it's a good way to tame the bottom end of the Meteor. And it just focuses the amp, I think. Now, for the first snapshot, the drive is low. On the second, the drive gets higher. Whoops, don't do that. Don't do that. And by the third one, the drive is even higher. And 3.3 drive on the angle meter is plenty of gain. For me, anyway. The other settings that change, the volume is higher on the first one, then it gets lower because the gain gets higher and you've got to compensate. And then it comes down even further on the third one. Now for the master is very low on the first one. It has to come up on the second one, up even further on the third. Good stuff. The sag also changes. Getting the amp tighter as the gain gets higher, because I didn't want it to be sloppy. I wanted a little bit looser on the lower gain one though. Sounds a little more of like a vintage amp that way. The ripple changes as well. Blah, blah, blah. And the mid-range is only on, the mid-range boost is only on during the first two snapshots, and the third one I turn it off. So I can get more of a scooped sound. And, you know, if other things change, the low cuts change, gets even lower. And the high cuts change as well as we go from the snapshot 1 to 2 to 3. Now the other stuff that's happening, got a 70s chorus here. Sort of going for a Zakk Wylde kind of chorusy, but a little bit less mix. He uses quite a bit more chorus, as I found out when I saw the Generation X show last week or the week before. Holy cow. He likes a damn site of chorus, let's just say. And split the signal path. Whoops. I want this to be like that. I didn't really make any adjustments. I just set these and forget these. Same with the reverb, spring reverb on this one. So, would you like to hear the individual snapshots? There you go, everybody. Oh, sweet angle meteor action for you. None of the the extra stuff changes. The only things that change are the compression and the amp model stuff. The chorus and reverb and delay, they all stay the same. You can change them, manipulate them. Go get send me an email or go to my website in a few days. I'm going to send it to my web guy later tonight. It should be on there this weekend. But if you want it quicker, send it. Well, that's not to say it'll be quicker. Drop me a line. I'll get to it this weekend at some point. So there, I still haven't gotten to the ones that asked me the other day. I'm really great at business. Anyway, have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday with a brand new preset package. The start of a brand new preset package, that is. Not a whole one. That'd be crazy. I've got stuff to do this weekend. God. I also have to bone up on cover songs for the fill-in band. I'm playing a gig on New Year's Eve with them and playing a lot of stuff that I don't play regularly. So, that's what's up. I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend, and until then, rock on.